Ladies, if you wear wigs, weaves, braids, or extensions,
and if you're tender-headed like me,
or tangled just like me,
or have thick hair like mine,
or hate getting your hair combed,
keep watching!
Hi guys, thanks for checking out another TM Hair Products video. This is what we're tackling today.
and she told me that I should use a wide tooth comb.
Wow!
Yeah, and then I started using that, and I'm like, it takes a really long time.
To detangle your hair?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know if I want to put this much time into this. Like,
Okay guys, we're going to detangle and style her hair. Her hair was very tangled. The pictures didn't really give it justice. She had dyed her hair a couple of times red, and then she dyed it blonde, and so we just want to give her hair some TLC and get it back vibrant and glossy and healthy. She has a very thick full head of hair, but her hair feels like to give it a description so you guys can kind of get a visual of what I'm doing here is her hair feels like the mannequin doll's hair when it mats up, or like a synthetic wig almost when it mats up. That's kind of what her hair feels like. It feels as if her hair is like swollen, and then it's like very matted in the middle and in the back. So that's what I'm trying to do here. As you can see, I'm trying to separate her hair, but her hair is very matted. Now her curl pattern is everything. I love the curl pattern in her hair, and I love her hair color. And you guys will see that at the end, how after you use the Smooth Through Detangler as a deep conditioner, how it brings the color back to your hair, make your hair very vibrant and bright and shiny without any additional oils. But as you can see, I'm doing her hair exactly the same way that I do my girl's hair. I separated into sections, and I'm showing you guys here how her hair is just matted together in different sections, with me trying to separate her hair. As you can see, I'm spraying her hair with water like I do my girl's hair. I'm using the exact same steps. So when we tell you that this detangler works on all hair types, it literally works on all hair types. I'm following the exact same steps I follow with my girl's hair. I'm applying the detangler to the ends of her hair because that's where she has the most matting. Just like I do my girl's hair, I focus it where the most matting is, and then I work my way from there. So as you can see, I applied it in that area where she had a lot of matting. Her hair is very thick again, and I had to spray more water on it to make it a little more pliable. Then I added a little more detangler down the length of her hair from the scalp to where the tangles and knotting is. And I'm starting to break the knots up, the tangles up with my hand. So now the detangler is penetrating her hair, and now we're just starting to detangle. And her hair was surprisingly thicker than I thought it was. I knew it was thick, but it was surprisingly thicker than I thought. So yeah, and it was a little more matted and entangled than I thought, but it was nothing that the detangler couldn't handle. As you can see, I started using the fine tooth comb because I wanted to ensure that I removed all the tangles from her hair, just like I do my girl's hair. Same process, same steps. And she is very tender-headed. She told me at the beginning, I asked her, I said, "Are you tender-headed?" She was like, "Yeah." So just to see her very calm, not flinching, not looking uncomfortable, um, she was very calm during this process. And as you can see, I'm combing through her hair with a fine tooth comb, and the detangler helps to break down those knots and tangles. Even combing through her hair with a fine tooth comb, as thick as her hair was, she still wasn't uncomfortable. Now she had some tangling at the root, and that's why I separated her hair to go ahead and get the go ahead and detangle the root area up there. I want to make sure I got that detangled as well. Is that what happens when you do your own hair?
Like, that's how much hair comes out?
Yeah.
Oh no, lots more. I think I'm doing it wrong.
Following the same steps, just showing you guys up close the little single strand knot she had. And just following the same steps again. Same way I do my girl's hair. This method applies to any hair type. So, excuse me, guys. So after I completely detangled her hair, I shampooed her hair. Then we reapplied the Smooth Through Detangler as her conditioner. I did not deep condition her hair. I just conditioned her hair. So I just left the detangler on her hair for about 3 or 4 minutes, and I didn't put her under a heating cap or anything like that. I just reapplied the detangler to her hair, let it sit, and then I rinsed it out because the detangler has oils and butter, and I didn't want to deep condition her hair because I would have probably weighed her hair down, but I wanted to give it enough conditioning where there was a dramatic difference in her hair, and you'll see that later on in the video. So again, this is balanced very well. So if you have a finer texture of hair like she does, where your hair may not need you may not suffer from excessively dry hair, she didn't have to deep condition. All I did was condition her hair, which I left it on for about three minutes with no heating cap. Now I'm blow drying her hair the same way I do my girl's hair. The same way I blow dry it with the tension method first. I'm sorry, I'm outside, so if you guys hear talking, I apologize. I blow dry with the tension method first, and then I go through her hair with the blow dryer. Now, you see the difference in her hair, how vibrant, how you can see the colors of her hair now. You had a little blonde, a little red. You can really see the colors of her hair. And once I flat iron it, the colors are going to be even more vibrant. As you can see, with me using the Smooth Through Detangler as a conditioner, her hair is not heavy. Her hair doesn't look oily. Her hair does not look weighed down. So it is the same method for any hair type. Now, here's the funny part. Anytime I do somebody's hair, or anytime, especially when I straighten somebody's hair particularly, I always ask them, like, what heat do you use on your flat iron? And her answer was, well, it's just until I smell hair burning. And I was like, oh, okay, um, that's not going to help me. So what I decided to do was I started a little lower, but you can tell the way the hair reacts to the flat iron if her hair still feels swollen, if it still feels puffy. And I said swollen because I can't think of a word to better describe it. And I didn't want to go too hot on her hair because this is my first time doing her hair, and I didn't want to damage her hair. So I because her hair is very thick, I kept the flat irons between like 400 and 420, and her hair is very moisturized, and the steam you see is when you moisturize and condition your hair and you flat iron it, you're just literally taking the moisture out of the hair, and that's the steam you see. It's taking the moisture out of the hair, but you still want the hair to look very vibrant, very healthy, very shiny. So yeah, that's all we did. So I just kind of watched her hair as I ran the flat irons through her hair to see how her hair react, to see if it puffs back up, to see if it, if her hair would have swollen back up immediately, then I would have known for me, okay, bump the flat irons up a little higher. So that's kind of how I gauge, and that's what works for me. I'm not saying that is a professional tip. I'm not telling you to do that, but that's what works for me, and that's what keeps my girls from getting heat damage. That's what keeps me from getting heat damage. That's what keeps my son from getting heat damage. So this method works for me. And I didn't apply anything else to her hair. Once I rinsed the detangler out as a deep conditioner, I didn't apply anything to her hair. No gloss, no shine, no polish, no nothing. So this is just me conditioning her hair with the Smooth Through Detangler. This is what gave her hair this beautiful, shiny gloss. So first, I wanted to do her hair just like super bone straight, just classic bone straight hairstyle. So that's what we did, and I let her see it, and she was like, I like it. So then I added a couple curls to the front, and she was like, oh yeah, let's go for the curls, let's go for the curls. So this was her hair straight. I really like the color. You can really see how vibrant her color is. So this is the classic look that I was going for, but when I added a couple of curls to the front, she just fell in love. So we ended up giving her some spiral curls, and they started to drop, but her hair came out beautifully, you guys. It was so gorgeous, and I love the color, that you can see the color in her hair. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.